Hey guys, it's me, William, back with another video. Welcome to S Talk Episode 3. Episode 3. If you don't know by now, S Talk is where I talk about WWE and in particular SmackDown. It's not that I won't talk about NXT or Raw, but I will be talking mainly about SmackDown and every now and then WWE. First thing I want to talk about is I made a mistake on Sasha Banks' tag team partner. I said Nia, I think. I went back and watched the video. It's Naomi. Again, her tag team partner is Naomi. And supposedly there's a rumor going around that they're re-signed with WWE and they're coming back sooner or later. Don't know where. Probably on Raw because Triple H is stacking Raw up really good, and I don't know, he's doing okay with SmackDown. I'm a little disappointed on how he's stacking up SmackDown. The one main good person that he brought to SmackDown in the male division is Karrion Kross. I know you're probably asking more about the Intercontinental Champion. He got pushed from NXT to SmackDown. I'm not talking about pushes from NXT to SmackDown. I'm talking about people that are rehired or hired or being put on a show not clean NXT. You know, there's been a lot of call-ups for Raw, and there's been a couple for SmackDown. We got two women, which they're awesome. They won the tag team championships. It's Aaliyah and Raquel Gonzalez. I don't know if Raquel's last name is still Gonzalez, but I don't know if it's changed. If it's changed, I don't know. I think that's from NXT. But anyway, they won. Aaliyah won the tag team titles. I have a bad feeling about that. I don't think they'll have a long title run. There's Bayley's team that's after them for the tag titles, and there's a rumor that Sasha Banks and Naomi's back. I don't know if that rumor's true, but you know, they're pushing Io Shirai and Dakota Kai hard. And you know, like I said in my previous S Talk episode 2, I said I really think Aaliyah and Raquel Gonzalez should get it, the tag team titles. And the thing I don't like is that they won them on Raw, and since they won them, we haven't seen them on SmackDown yet. There's been one SmackDown since they won them, but to be fair, they just won on Raw that week, so maybe they'll do every other week. Hopefully Triple H will be smart and do it that way. Again, there's a rumor going around that Braun Strowman's re-signed WWE. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a rumor, and the rumor includes that he's going to Raw, which I think is a big mistake, because Raw is really stacked already, and they already have a lot of big guys there. SmackDown doesn't have too many big guys. I think of only one. You know, when I say big guys, I mean tall, giant guys. So I think he'd do a lot better on SmackDown. But they have him on Raw. And you know, Raw already has Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, Dexter Lumis, Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Bayley's faction. Bayley's originally on SmackDown, and supposedly she got injured, and during the draft, she became a free agent, which I think is a load of badookie duke. Cody Rhodes is on there. I don't know if I said him, Cody Rhodes. I really think, like I said, I think Toxic Attraction needs to come from NXT to SmackDown, because Raw has Bayley's group. Toxic Attraction needs to come to SmackDown. I think that'd be really good. I think all three of them, you know, they can keep NXT Women's Championship on their leader if they want. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I think they might strip her of the championship or have her lose it. I honestly don't know. I think Toxic Attraction should come to SmackDown. All three of them. Not just one. I also wrote my notes, got right here. I had a bad feeling about Liv Morgan too. She did win on Clash of the Castle, but I don't know with. I don't know. I just have a funny feeling, especially with a rumor going around that Charlotte Flair is due to return sometime. Hopefully now on Raw, all the SmackDown women are going to Raw. Hopefully that doesn't happen. There's still a rumor going around with the Fiend. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Supposedly he was supposed to show up at Clash of the Castle. Supposedly they were just working on details of his contract and all that, and by now a good time for him to debut. I don't know if that's true or not. Me personally, I don't know, because we have even if it is true, and a contract signed, and just fixing out the minor details and trying to find out the right time to debut him or re-debut him. They will at least throw like a teaser, like they did with Johnny Gargano. They've done a teaser with that. Or maybe they'll do like they did Karrion Kross and Scarlett, and just make them pop in a match, or pop in and stand ringside and say some words. I don't know. Depends on who returns. Will it be the Fiend? Will it be Bray Wyatt? Will it be a combination of the two? Because there's a lot of rumors going around that it might be something new. There's also another go around that WWE is not his only option out. That a friend of his has a wrestling company. I don't know if he's gonna go to that. I don't know if that's true or not, because they say that's a possibility on YouTube. They said it was a possibility that he could debut on that company. I don't know if it's gonna be true or not. I hope it's not. I hope he comes to WWE, because I think that's the best platform for him now, and Triple H is very open. Like I said before in my past two videos, Triple H was a wrestler first. He gets the mindset and the creative freedom that the wrestlers want. He gets that. So I think he's going to be good about that. The only issue I have with Triple H right now is, one, he is stacking a lot of rehires on Raw. He did bring Solo to SmackDown, maybe. I don't know. He was at Clash of the Castle, and he helped Roman Reigns retain his World Championships, which I don't like that. But there's a rumor going around that Drew McIntyre is injured. That he's injured. I don't know if that rumor is true or not. Because they didn't talk about it in SmackDown's previous SmackDown. There's also a vignette that they were shown on Clash of the Castle about Cody Rhodes. Maybe he's going to return soon. They also shown one on Seth Rollins' wife, The Man. I don't know if she's going to return to Raw, or if they're going to put her on SmackDown and put Charlotte Flair on Raw. And that might be a good idea. I don't know. There's something wrong with another female wrestler. Let me look. Let me look on my notes for a second. Let's see. I talked about in a previous video of her. It's called Her People Nasties. I forgot what her name is. I do apologize for that. Hold on. I think I had in my previous notes. Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans. That's who is Lacey Evans. There's rumor around that she's injured or not medically cleared. If they do bring Charlotte Flair back, I think they should put her in the tag team division and team her up with Lacey Evans. If she comes back as a heel, I don't know. If she came back as a babyface to SmackDown and then got drafted or got pushed to Raw and was a heel there, and then got pushed back to SmackDown, and now she came back with SmackDown. People were booing her in the past pay-per-view, and they turned her heel. I don't think she should be heel, but WWE went and turned her anyway to a heel. And I think if she comes back sooner or later, maybe around the time Charlotte Flair returns, they can team together and go after the tag team championships too. And I hope with Leah and Raquel winning the women's tag team championships, they're not getting pushed to Raw. You know, like I said before, they were on Clash of the Castle. They weren't on Clash of the Castle. They were on the last Raw, and they won the championships on Raw. I don't know if they're going to be on SmackDown, because they weren't this past SmackDown. They weren't there, but to be fair, they were on Raw, and they won the championships there. I think they should have at least made an appearance on SmackDown and say, hey, we won the championships, and, you know, get all emotional about it there, but they didn't. Maybe next week's SmackDown, they will. I don't know. Supposedly they were going to show those tag team championships on both Raw and SmackDown fairly. But, I don't know. They're doing a lot on Raw, pushing a lot on Raw. They did something I didn't want to do. I commented on the first S-Talk and the second S-Talk. They turned Dominic Mysterio heel. I think that's a big, big mistake. He kicked Edge in the below the belt. I don't know if I can say the other words that he did. He low blowed him with a kick. And he clotheslined his dad. Basically, he attacked Edge, and then he attacked his dad, because his dad was saying, what are you doing, what are you doing? I saw this on YouTube, by the way. I didn't watch Raw. Probably should. It's probably on Hulu by now. Anyway, watch Raw, you know, when it comes up, you know, after Clash of Castle, because, you know, he got booed out of the stadium, supposedly, on YouTube. And I don't blame him. People love Rey Mysterio, and people are obsessed with Edge right now. I love Edge too. I don't think Rey Mysterio as a heel be good at all, especially on Raw, because there's a lot of heels and there's a lot of people being pushed heavily. I don't think he's going to have a good singles career, but I think they're going to put him with Judgment Day, which I think is stupid of all people to get. I don't think he should join Judgment Day, because he's going to go from being barely used with Ray to getting barely used with Judgment Day. You know, I don't see how he would fit in there and be used in a good way. But evidently now he's a heel. He turned on his dad, he attacked his dad, he attacked Edge. I don't like that. I'm not for that. I suppose I talked in a video that the draft was going to happen after Clash of the Castle. Well, rumors going around on YouTube that it's been changed to maybe after WrestleMania. But even though that after WrestleMania, even that is still rumor. WWE's not even talking about it, because they were talking about a draft, doing a draft this year sometime at WWE. But they're not talking about it yet, so I don't even know if draft's going to happen at all. The rumors going around, it got switched from after Clash of the Castle to after WrestleMania, which it makes sense to do it after WrestleMania, because that's usually when all the stories come to a close. It's after WrestleMania. I don't know if that's such good for SmackDown. If you're a SmackDown fan like me, I'm a SmackDown fan. I love SmackDown. If I have to choose between SmackDown and Raw, it'd be SmackDown. But NXT's pretty cool, and it's a close second. I don't know. I have a funny feeling that we're going to get screwed out of the draft if it does happen after WrestleMania, and if Fiend does show up, or whatever form shows up, and he does debut on SmackDown. Like there's a rumor going on that he's going to be on SmackDown, which I don't know how that's going to make sense, because they're saying another thing is about his contract is that he's gonna be a world championship. He's gonna have world championships, and I think they specified. I'm not clear on this. Maybe you can find out on YouTube online. Supposedly he's gonna have WWE championships. He can't have those. The WWE championship is on Raw, so that means he's gonna debut on Raw, not SmackDown. So I have a feeling that we're gonna get screwed out with the Fiend or whoever he decides to come back as, wherever he's gonna come back. If it's Bray Wyatt or the Fiend, he's super talented, super creative. He's not gonna let us down. Hopefully he'll return soon. He's been saying that he's gonna return for a long time now. So I don't know if he's just saying that to get hype on him, so he can get more money. I don't know if he's about more money or it's just about the right time for him mentally and emotionally, because he has gone through a lot. He's become a dad. He lost his best friend. He got dragged through the mud on Raw. So I get why he's maybe hesitant, or maybe he's taking some time to have a breather and find out what's next. Hopefully he's coming to SmackDown, and hopefully he's coming back home to WWE, because WWE is your home, Bray Wyatt. So let us in. My email, so you can comment on this YouTube video, just in case it was down. It's S-Talk, episode 3. The email is wingolife17@gmail.com. Again, it's wingolife17@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell so you'll be notified each and every time I make a video. Like I said, I'm at least doing one once a week. Last week it was a Friday, this week was a Sunday. I filmed 2 videos. One's going to be a little short, it's what to expect. Again, I'm not happy with them turning Dom heel. Another thing I think Triple H needs to do is de-unify the World Championship, de-unify the Tag Team Championships, and please, for all that is good in the world, Triple H, please, please, please rename all the championships, because SmackDown Women's Championship, Raw Women's Championship, that is so lazy. WWE is more creative than that. Get rid of that and get rid of this. The title of SmackDown Tag Team Champions and Raw Tag Team Champions. Rename them the WWE and World Championships. Name the WWE Championships on SmackDown and take the Raw Championships on the World Championship, on Tag Team Championships on Raw. What they could do is have the old school, the plates and all that, but have a red belt. I think that would look really cool, and do the same thing for the WWE Championships for SmackDown, but do a blue belt and the same, same plates and design, but except for the belt be blue and the Raws be red. I think that would be really cool and really smart. They please, for everything that's good and holy in the world, change the Universal Championship. It looks just like the WWE Championship. You don't have to have the logo of your company dead center in the middle. You can put it on the side. You can have the WWE Championship plate, then the name of the wrestlers, and then on that, next to that, in circle plates, have the WWE symbols and big, circle plates, or make them square, not circle, to make them stand out. They can be on the side. I think that would be a good idea for the WWE Championship and the Universal Championship. They need to put Universal Championship somewhere on there instead of just the WWE, because that's just lazy, not very creative, and they don't need to advertise their company in that way. They don't need it. They have it with the wrestlers' t-shirts. They have it WWE logo when you watch SmackDown and Raw. They don't really need it. I don't think they need to be concerned about WWE advertisement in their championships. I really do think that's another thing that Triple H needs to do. I decided to put what Triple H needs to do with this S-Talk video, S-Talk episode 3. I also think he doesn't need to release female wrestlers. I know he released a lot of wrestlers from the UK. I don't see why he didn't put some of them in a tag team and bring them to NXT, and both men and women, bring them to NXT and here in the US if they can, if they're able. And take some of the ones from NXT and put them on SmackDown Raw and fill up the tag team division. Because I think that needs to get a focus on. He doesn't need to give up on that too. At the same time, he doesn't need to give up on the women's single divisions either. He needs to push those and put female wrestlers in those two as much. I think he needs to focus on tag team division. He doesn't need to drop the ball on that. If a female wrestler is not doing good solo, partner them up with someone else and have them work that way. Don't necessarily fire wrestle because they're not good with mic skills. Pair them up with another female wrestler, and especially with good mic skills, good chemistry and all that, and pair them up together and have them be a tag team. Don't do what Vince did and just let people go because you don't think have what it takes to be a women's champion. Just because they can't handle it right now doesn't mean they won't handle it in the future. They just need probably more time than other female wrestlers. I know it's the WWE normal show worldwide, but put them in a tag team and see if they can do it that way. Another thing I think they need to do, WWE is known to do everything first. So why doesn't the WWE have a trios championships? AEW has it. Ring of Honor had it. I think TNA had it too. All these other companies have had trios championship. That's 3 people, 3-person tag team. They don't have to name it trios. They can name it something else. Because they've had the Shield. They have the Bloodline. They have Sheamus's group. They have a lot of people they can pair up together in a trios group and have those championships, but they don't have it. WWE is known to be the first ones to do everything first and to do it the best. Well, you haven't done this, WWE. No trios championships. And another thing I think they need to do is, I hear a lot of talk online with a couple of YouTubers. They'll talk about wrestling like I do, that they need another championship for the smaller guys like Austin Theory or Rey Mysterio or all the low guys. Give another championship for them. Hopefully on SmackDown, maybe the light heavyweight championship for all those low guys. There's a lot of them that are not being used. Open that age gap, that light heavyweight championship gap, and put them there, the small guys there, and have them a championship. I know they had a cruiserweight championship, but that limits the amount of wrestlers. With the light heavyweight championship, they can have a bigger group of wrestlers because they have a lot of people within that weight not being used or being used poorly. So I think that would be a very good idea for them to do, is add light heavyweight championship. Another thing is rename one of the women's championships, the Divas Championship. Bring the Divas Championship back, whether it's on SmackDown or Raw, and have the champions be separate identities, because I feel like that's the meaning the women's divisions, having SmackDown Women's Championship and Raw Women's Championship, just like the SmackDown and Raw Tag Team Champions, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions and Raw Tag Team Championships. I think just like that, they need to rename this women's single titles, bring back the Divas Championship. I don't think the problem was the title, the Divas Championship. I think the problem was how the women were being used, and they're not doing main events and not giving long enough wrestling time back in the days. There's a lot of people that don't want the Divas Championship to come back. I think it'd be a good idea to separate the titles and have one Women's Championship and one Divas Championship. The problem is not Diva. The problem is how the women were being treated. Not having main event spots, not having equal pay or equal airtime and all that. I think that was what needed to change, and it has. And they're hopefully redoing the Women's Tag Team Championships better the second time around. I think that's... if I have anything else, I'll do it on S Talk episode 4 about what Triple H needs to do. For now, don't forget to like, subscribe, click that bell so you'll be notified with each video I put online. Don't forget to comment on my email, wingolife17@gmail.com. Again, email is wingolife17@gmail.com. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that bell. The more people subscribe to my channel, the more control y'all have over it. So don't forget about that. Until next time, peace. Again, email is wingolife wingo17@gmail.com. Again, wingo17@gmail.com. Until next time, see ya.